Hi there, my name's Andy Hillier, and in this guitar lesson I'm going to teach you how to play The Mountain by Shawn Mendes from his lovely new album that's just come out. Really nice finger picking song, not too hard to play. I'm going to teach you how to play the whole song, but just before I do, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier. It really helps me out, as does giving me a like on the video. Press the notification bell, leave me some comments in the comments section, and if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want the tabs for this and loads of other songs, then you can support me on my Patreon page. A link to that is in the description. My guitar is in standard tuning. Okay, the first line sounds like this. Okay, so bar one, there's just like this little intro part that goes, which is just playing G2, pulls off to G, D3, pulls off to D, and then A3. So that's just a little intro bit that only comes in at the very beginning. And then bar two, that's where like the verse, it kicks straight into the verse. And the chords that I've written above, I've written there an F. It's not technically an F, but it gives you a rough idea of like the harmony that's being played. Okay, so we've got E1, I'm using my first finger, and then either your third finger or your fourth finger on fret D3. Okay, and you're going to play E1, D3, back to E1, and then the open G string. So you've got, it then plays the D3, E1, and then the G. So it goes, it does that twice, you go. So from the beginning of bar two, slowly. It then plays the D3, E1, and D3. So bar two, slowly. And up to speed. Now bar 3 is exactly the same, but instead of going on to D3, we move down to D2. So E1 and then D2, and it's the same picking, so slowly it'll be. And just watch out there, it just changes, the last note of the bar goes back to D3. So up to speed, that bar. Okay, into bar 4, and we've got this sort of B flat chord. First finger A1, third finger on the D3. And it's the same picking pattern, but instead of playing the E string, you change that to the A string. So you play A1, the D3, A1, G, D3, A1, G, D3, A1, G, then D3, A1, D3. So slowly. And then bar number 5 is the same as bar number 2. Okay, so bars 2, 3, 4, and 5 put together, they'll sound like this. And those 4 bars repeat, you play it twice through. And that's kind of like the verse. On to the next line, and we've got like the first line of the chorus, which sounds like this. Okay, similar picking technique. There's a little thing you should watch out for on this first bar. So we've got B flat, so A1 and D3. So you play A1, D3, A1, then the G string, then D3, A1, then put your second finger on to G2. Okay, so slowly you got. You then play another D3, A1, G2, D3, A1, and then D3. So bar 6 slowly. Up speed. And then bar 7, your first finger just goes up a string to E1, third finger stays on the D3, and then second finger on G2. Okay, and same kind of right hand that we've done in the previous bar, so it should make sense. So slowly it'll be. Bar number 8 is the same as bar 6, but you keep your second finger on G2 all the way through it, so you got. And then bar 9 is the same as bar 7 on the F. So it's sort of B flat major 7 to F, B flat major to F. Okay, so the whole of that line goes. On to the next line. And we've got that B flat major 7 again for the first bar. With A1, D3 and G2. And then it goes to an F in bar 11. And you play E1, D3, E1, and then G, open. Then D3, E1, and then G. So if we just play up to there, you've got. It then goes straight to an A minor chord. So you play the A string, second finger on D2, then the A string again, first finger on B1, then A string, then the E string nearest to the floor, then the A string, and then B3. So if we just play the second half of bar 11 from the open A string, you've got. Okay, so the whole of bar 11 will be. And then into bar 12, we've got this B flat again. A1, D3, A1, G, D3, A1. Then use your little finger on B3. Back down to D3, A1, open G. And then D3, A1, D3. So bar 12. And then that note holds on for an extra 2 beats. So in bar 13, there's just 2 beats in that bar. It's just kind of like a little extended onto that note. Let's just quickly try and play the whole of that line slowly. Here we go. And up speed. Okay, and then on to the next line, and these 2 bars are exactly the same as the previous line, bars 11 and 12. So you've got this. And so this little interlude, it just repeats. So you play that line twice through. So hopefully that makes sense. It's the same as the bars 11 and 12 from the previous line. It then goes back and plays the verse, like from bar 2, literally all the way through the verse, including repeat, and then both lines of the chorus. It then plays this interlude again, twice through. And then you go on to the next line, which is the middle 8, where we've got this. So A3 and D5, first finger A3, third finger D5. And you play A3, D5, A3, G, and then D5, A3, G, D5, A3, G, D5, A3, and then D5. You'll notice that D5 and G are the same notes, but Still play it like this. So then move up 2 frets. So your first finger's A5, third finger D7, and same right hand to start off with. So A5, D7, A5, and then G, D7, A5, G. So you got. Then take your first finger down to the first fret. So A1, third finger D3, A1, G, D3, A1, and then G. So bar 17 slowly. So bars 16 and 17 together, you got. And they repeat round 3 times. It then carries on into bar 18, which is the same as bar 16. And then in bar 19, you just play A3 just to finish it. So that's the little middle 8 section. We then go on to the next line, which is kind of like doing a chorus, really. We've got this. So it's B flat major 7, which is just A1, D3 and G2. You just play it as a chord. And then F, which is E1, A3 and G2. Just play that as a chord. And then bar 22, B flat. It's actually a B flat power chord. So A1 with D3 and G3. And then bar 23, you just play E1 and then D3. And you just alternate going. Just like playing through. There's a bit of a crescendo there, but gets a bit louder for it. So that line will go 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And then on to the next line, and this is the same as the second line of the chorus. We've done this already. You've got this. Play that a little bit fast. 2 beats in bar 27. And then the last line, this is exactly the same as what we've played, the little interlude part, where you get. And that repeats around 4 times. But on the 4th time, you just finish on the first note of bar 29, the A1. So on the 4th time round, it will go. And that's the whole song. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed that guitar lesson and found it useful. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier. It really helps me out, as does give me a like on the video. Press that notification bell so you can see when my new videos come out. And I do love to hear from you. I do read every single comment. So I'd love to know where in the world you're watching this from, because I'm just making these videos from my home in England and you guys have watched them all around the world. So let me know what country you come from. Let me know what songs I should do next. Or just say hi. It's just nice to hear that people are watching these videos. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, keep me doing this, and you want to print the tabs off for this and loads of other songs, then you can support me on my Patreon page. A link to that is in the description. Or you can give me a super thanks on the video. That'd be amazing as well. Well, thanks so much for watching this. I do appreciate it. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.